You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. What? So there's a rhythm, there's a beat here. Welcome, collective of light. Welcome. We're going into the fairy portal. It's a 7-pointed star that you can access instant manifestation. Now the fairies are saying they take it straight from your clairvoyance, straight from your third eye, the picture, and they go to work immediately. But you have to stand there in it as though it's already done as the I am principle. Very powerful. Dun, 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 dun. You got me wanting you. So you have a masculine here wanting you. Right? Maybe it's not yet, but this is the story that's ahead. Now the fairies come in. We have the fairies here by Doreen. So I've seen fairies, met fairies, work with fairies. I've got a lot of fairy action. Right? We have fairy Reiki where we open the 7-pointed star and we place symbols of light in your auric field. Right? The queen of the fairies comes in, Epona, and she gives you an orb of light in your crown chakra. Fairy Reiki is very, very powerful. It's assertiveness. It's I am. So I am divine feminine, sent on a mission from God to bring unconditional love to planet Earth and her inhabitants. That's your mission. This is your reading. Let me know your name and location in the comments, and thanks for being here. We call in all the fairies as we enter the portal. It's a magical portal, fairy realm. Look, I made it for you. It's a 7-pointed star of fairy, and we're opening that for you today. If you would like to carry this in your auric field, you can receive a fairy Reiki attunement. We have somebody wanting you, divine feminine, right? But you need to know this is the Holy Spirit speaking, whether it's with you, whether they're for you or against you, basically. And who would the Holy Spirit be with? Somebody who's filled with the Holy Spirit. Margaret Zan is in the house. Congratulations, Margaret, on your session this morning. It was very powerful. And opening, and we got preparing. What happens once you prepare for your miracle? Right? And I couldn't get it. Does anybody know? You prepare, which means you create the space. And then what do you need to do? Margaret, we found out this morning you can answer this one. See, Margaret knows a lot of things. Margaret said he would love hugs. She's gone a bit shy. Who's C-Note? Oh, it was you. C-Note is Courtney Lynn. She is a Master of Light, has the Reiki Crown Seal. Congratulations. It's going to be really, really beneficial as the Dracos, I'm going to tell you, are attacking the blue rays. C-Note, we love that C-Note. Let's do a C-Note. What's C-Note? Is it the throat? The C-Note? I think F sharp's the heart. A C-Note for C-Note. I'm getting rhythm, melody. You know it's time to dance. Remember the angels were saying get ready to dance. C-Note, thank you for your kind donation, for your support. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out also to Teresa, who's connecting here. She gave me the download, or confirmed the Blu-ray Draco Arco download. We experienced the same thing. When I was telling you I was under psychic attack, sort of don't know how to explain it when you're in it. But now I'm getting it very, very clearly. It's attacking the crown chakra for infiltration, right? So the enemy wants to infiltrate from within. But the fairies are here today, and they want you to know that they're going to take the picture, right, with you when you back it with a feelingization that you're creating right now. So we're in the portal, and they're going to take your picture in your third eye, and then this reading is going to bring you in the feelings, because you're wanted. You've got somebody wanting you. So you probably pulled back or detached. Let's have a look. So we're first going to just have a little snapshot on you, see how you are, see how the energy around you is, and the outcome. And then we're going to do a full reading, and then we have whispers from the fairies for messages. These fairies. Now, this is a book that goes with this. And Doreen Virtue manifested a new life in Hawaii. She wanted to watch dolphins fly. Dolphins fly in heaven. There's no ocean in heaven. Anyway, she wanted to create that. And watching dolphins from her, window in her new home with her soulmate, twin flame. She was got a soulmate, right? So she manifested the whole thing, and she brought in the fairies. So you call them in. Like, remember when we were younger, it's like, I do believe in fairies. I do. If you don't believe in them, they're not going to come to you. So I called them in. I did flower rings, and we called them in. And then a little gold, like a little golden bee of light with little wings, I'm telling you, flew by. Yes, I was on the island of Kona in Hawaii doing the angel therapy practitioner workshop with Doreen. All the fairies from the realm of the fairies are down the front. So your realm is coming out. So you have to know what realm you're from. We found out this morning in Margaret's power Reiki session that she's from the cherub realm. Right, so there's a realm, the fairy realm. At this event, 500 people were there, but the fairies couldn't sit on seats. I'm saying they're from the fairy realm. They have little bells on their ankles. They don't have shoes on, right? And they have little wispy, like, clothing, I'd say. And the men even have, like, those wide pants. Like, there were lots of fairies, right? So they'd all sit down the front. It's all chairs, but no, they're on the floor. So the fairy realm were there, and we did the realms. And then that night, they asked me, can you come, Bella, with us to do the fairy? We want to bring in the fairies, call in the fairies with the flower wreaths. Right? You go and pick flowers and put them in a circle, and then you say, I believe in fairies, and you stand in it. And I was like, oh, no, I'm all right. Thanks. I'm going to go to the Stingray bar and have, a bit of a chit-chat with my wise ones. But you go and enjoy your fairy portal, right? The next day, they opened the portal to the fairies, and the fairies came in. And we were in the seminar the next day. None of the fairies saw a fairy. It was just me and this girl, and it came buzzing through the two of us. If I didn't have a witness, I probably thought I would have imagined it. But it was there. We did the do-si-do dance. I just saw a fairy. I can still get that feeling. So they're real, they're listening, and they're awakening you to your true self. This is a blossoming moment. Right, this is where events are coming together. We know 4 planets are in alignment or conjunction. The 2 planets we're concerned about really is the one oh no. Oh yeah, far out. I didn't think about that further. So yesterday I couldn't get the 4th planet. It was Jupiter. So that's Jesus, and Saturn is Satan. And then we've got Mars, which is divine masculine, and Venus, which is divine feminine, or love and anger, if you like. Right? They're all looking at each other in the sky. The 4 planets are all conjunct. They're all staring at it. It's like a face-off. Who's going to win, Satan or Jesus? Does anybody know who wins? Because we are in a battle, we are in a fight. Does the darkness or the light win? So Jupiter wins, and then we're going to see how that brings in this union. So on the 17th, right, of this month, January, it peaks in the sky, the planets. That's why we're looking at this, because there's been a shift. Can you believe it? Da-na-na-na. You got me wanting you. Bow, bow, bow. I can hear this heartbeat. There's a heartbeat here. Can you believe you got the romantic partner straight out of the deck? There's a heart that's opened. Right? Nothing can happen when the heart's blocked, when the heart's closed. And so when the heart's closed, you're going to get a lot of narcissistic behaviours that have been learnt from this masculine. Right, but he's mimicking, he's mimicking what he's learnt back to you, but it's not real. And in your presence, it crumbles. Very, very powerful. So that makes him realise that's not true. He's been mimicking narcissistic behaviour to save, because his heart's been closed. It's much easier. When I first came back after this new year, everywhere I went, they were like, open your heart. And I'm talking about everywhere. I was like, just pray to God. And he sent Jesus in. Jesus says, let me into your heart and take me as your Lord. And I'm like, I'll just go somewhere else. I'm sick of hearing the same thing and then nothing happening. I'll go to the Pleiadians. They're our starseed brothers and sisters of the light if you're a Blu-ray. So I called them in and I said, listen, you got to bring some clarity here. I need some help, blah, blah, blah. They're like, open your heart. I was like, I might go to the fairies. Fairies are very assertive. They're going to help me. Let's just manifest something here. They're like, open your heart. Right, I'm going to go to the angels. That's when I did the angel manifestation. That's about opening your heart. You cannot receive your blessings or your abundance without your heart opening. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh yeah. Okay, so what happened again? So I go back to God again. I go, I prayed that you send your son to open my heart. Otherwise, it's a heart of stone that we've been dealing with. So nothing can happen until the activation occurs in the heart. Right, then the mimicking of the narcissistic behavior drops. So then he comes in and he will actually mirror you. So you've got to know, because the inverted opposite is a narcissist. Right? They mimic you, so they're mirroring the mimicking. So hard, right? That's why you need what? The gift of discernment. And where do you get the gift of discernment? Who gives you the gift of discernment? Look at, here it is, new opportunity. This is something you can't see yet, or you don't know of. This masculine has not shared this. Right? This is secret. Shh. See the portal opening? That's you. You're flying through this portal right now. We're in fairyland. I'm serious. There's a new opportunity opened up for romance. And look, this is the beat. Ba-ba-dee-da-bum-bum. Honey, honey. So you got to get into that beat. Make some music together. This is a hermetic principle of manifestation they were showing me before. And I have a few students who are actually working with me in the 7-star chakra attunement. And that brings in the 7 principles. What to do with 7? So within 7 minutes, you could meet. Oh, I just looked at the clock. It was 11:44. In the house. Wow, it's confirmation of everything. You can get up and dance today. Look, this is the outcome. The happily ever after. So you've got to sit in that right now, in your body, in a feelingization. You are treated with love. You are cherished and adored. This has been set up for you. You've been preparing for this your whole lifetime, or many lifetimes maybe. And now it's time for you to, what do we do after we prepare? We receive. I couldn't get it. It was so funny. I'm thinking, should I get upset? Look, there's a new location here. Wow, fairies. So when there's a new home, it's already done, right? So I heard somebody say in a comment, oh, that's good because, you know, I need to get a new home. I can't find some. Oh, Misty Blue is the perfect home is waiting for you. Misty Blue. So this is like a new location. So the fairies are really good with location. You get location Reiki in your hands of fire, hands of diamonds. After you become a Reiki master, you get abundance and romance, and then you go into the diamond fire. And that has location Reiki in it. So you finish what you're doing in that location. It's like a seed point. You download information. You send light. Right? So you have missions. Then you're ready for your new location. This is a new season of abundance and fun. Can I ask what the new location... Oh, no. Cards are here. The new location is? No. It's a surprise. Oh, they're saying you write it down. It's already waiting for you. It's like saying the perfect place is waiting for you. And then you sit down. It's almost like you do get the picture of the perfect place. And then you write it down. You manifest it, though. You bring it into the tangible. So you're taking something from the invisible into the visible. And you do that by what you're picturing. You know, it's like AI. When you like put the information in and then it manifests. AI is artificial. We're with divine intelligence. This is divine intelligence. Taking the snapshot from your third eye, the picture of happily ever after to you. That's what we're trying to plant seeds for manifestation here. So that when it comes in, your gift of discernment, right, lets you know that it's safe. Oh, we just had a card catastrophe. Yeah, so you know that you're safe. You know that you can trust. You can actually trust your heart. So these are the fairies saying the new location is already available. And Louise Hay says to say that the perfect home is waiting for me. And then write down and tell me, how is it? How is your beautiful... You go, oh, my beautiful new home, Bella. You wouldn't believe it. It's spectacular. I feel so comfortable in it. It's light, bright, and easy. It's in the perfect location. It came to me out of the blue like magic. Let me tell you what happened. Right? And this is the type of stories that we need to share more in the comments to help each other. because, you know, you think you're there all alone, and then you get something magical. Like I'm going to tell you, before we go into our snapshot, that this morning I just thought, I'm going to just take out the GoFundMe because, you know, I don't want to ask people. And anyway, God will provide, you know, and He might do it another way. I feel a little bit shy about it. I'm a little bit embarrassed. And I said, God, I'm going to take it off. It's embarrassing to get my new iPad because it's smashed. But it's because everything went at once and I'm just having a difficult time. And I mean my car, my phone, my iPad, all on the same, sort of around the same time. They were going, but they all went on the same day. It was overwhelming for me. Anyway, I asked for a GoFundMe. I set up a GoFundMe because somebody said to do it as you helped me last time. Get the crystal bowl that I smashed when the iPad fell in it. The iPad just kept working. This is 2 years. I thought it was 1 year. So it's finally given up. So it gave me 2 years. So I set up the GoFundMe this morning. There's a beautiful donation there. It's already started. I was thinking, who can I ask to put in $5 to start it? Because GoFundMe asks you. Send it to somebody who will definitely give you $5. And that's why I was like, I'll just take it off. I don't want to ask people, you know. And it was already there. So I wanted to just do a shout out to Catherine. I just did a little short showing you that. They're called shorts, aren't they? Starting my shorts. Get in those little shorts, Bella. And so shout out to Catherine, and if anyone else can help, we could get it today. And I'll be back on the iPad because then I can record it. It's better for you. People don't like the iPhone. I know. Anyway, that would be fantastic. This is the old iPad that's smashed. See that? And anyway, it won't, it's stuck here. So it cannot be fixed even. My phone, I had to get that all upgraded and everything, and then I'm out of pocket. So any help that you can give me, and my electricity bill's there. Thank you. Just wanted to say thank you. And before I even went to sleep, I was just about to do it. Then I got a comment from Catherine saying, I want to help you with your GoFundMe. Where do I give? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. I'll just go with that. Whatever lights up, I'll go with it. So that gave me hope. And then Margaret goes, you know, the links aren't even on your videos. I was like, well, that's because I don't really want to ask. She's like, oh. I said, okay, well, I'll put them there. So I want to thank my two lights, Margaret and for Catherine, because then I woke up this morning and I thought, I just have to trust and have faith. So that may be a sign for you. You're about to give up on something. You don't think it's going to happen. And then, wow, God will step in. So keep up the faith. It's going to happen for you. I just wanted to say, if you can give $5 for that, we could get it today. Thank you so much for looking. If you can't, like, subscribe, and send me your name and location in the comments. Now, we still have a free snapshot. Sorry, I'm doing some housework. You have to fast forward if you don't want to hear it. There's a free snapshot, which is a 20-minute private reading about love and money for you for 2025 when you answer. There's 2 out there, actually, still out there. When you answer the question, why do we celebrate Jesus' birthday? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Margaret can't answer because she don't. Diana, is it? Diane is in the house. XX. Diane, hi, how are you? Let me know your name and location. Thanks for being here. So if you know that, if you put it in the live chat, I haven't looked there yet, I must say. I have to go and look those up. But otherwise, the question is, why do we celebrate Christmas Day? The birth of Jesus. I know it's his birthday. Right, you get a 20-minute snapshot. The other question, shall I tell you now? While you're here, for another snapshot, same person can get both. First to answer. What, and Margaret is out. She's already got her free snapshot. I forgot about that. Congratulations, Margaret. What did Lucifer look after in heaven? So Lucifer had a particular, you know how I say even the archangels look after particular things like we do down here, but he was like the top of this particular area in heaven. Does anybody know? He was like above other angels. He was the highest in the hierarchy. And he was the head of something. Does anybody know what that is? I love you. God, Diana, you got it. You got it. Diane got it. Did you know I was going to answer that? Ask that. Diane, you got your free snapshot. Congratulations. He was the man of worship. Leader, yeah. So he led the worship. So when you think about that, Diane, you have to leave your might even email me at readingsbybella@hotmail.com and give me your email address. Congratulations. That means he was head of the orchestra, so he's excellent at music and the beat, right? So we're going in the beat of heaven, and we're fighting against a different beat. So I'm telling you this, wow. And he was like the head of it. So he's a master musician, orchestra, like he can actually put the orchestra together. Yeah, congratulations. So cool. So that's why he looks after all the rhythm, right? He's the Prince of Air. We've got to be aware of this. I didn't realize it. But last night I was like, you put on your Satan media. That's his mouthpiece to the world, your black box. The black box program. I know you all know that. But do you know what I mean? I was like, I never saw it sort of quite like that. And then if he's the head of worship, he's an excellent, he can give the rappers a beat, right? Like he's the master master musician. He's the orchestra, like he's the head of the orchestra. What's he called? The conductor. He knows how to play every single musical instrument, and he knows how to put it together at the sound of heaven's vibration. So that's what he wants. He wants worship. Thank you very much. Fighting, Diana. I need your name and your location when you request it. It's a 20-minute live snapshot with one. One's one. Yay. Congratulations. The 3 of spring. Look, that's you. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. And have patience. There is more good. You're from South Africa. Dayan. Am I saying it right? Dayan. To the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. This is the start of your fairy reading. So you come to, this is like tying up loose ends. This could be leaving a position or just refining. I see you going through old files, clearing them out. I mean, you'd need a weekend to go through your old photos, wouldn't you? But things like that. And just seeing the past and letting it go. The 3 of Wands it is. So it's setting up for a new future. It's beautiful. I haven't even split the deck. So I'm just going to tell you why we do it. We do it, what a 20-minute snapshot is. I do a snapshot with the Lucy Cavendish Tarot. We've got Abundance and Romance Angels. You don't have to ask any questions because I'm just going to channel for you. And then you'll see confirmation within the reading. And you'll also get, who appears in your love life. It all comes through the reading. That's why I don't really need questions when it's a personal reading. But if you really have a look at that. Can you believe he just fell out of the deck? Look at him. He's got his light saber and he's got his orb of light. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to. Be a success. So now this masculine's thinking he can do it. He can do it. There's no obstacles. You know, a lot of the energy was spent looking at the past. Like a lot of us. But it's a natural thing to look behind. But this masculine seemed to have been stuck. And it was because of pain and grief. So that's being cleared. Yeah, he's the pain and the grief. So he's channeling that now into assertiveness. Ooh, fair-minded, right? Unemotional, this guy. Like one lady said to me in a reading once, she goes, it's not, I don't know now, but this is years ago. I had a crush on this guy. And she was like, like him talking about romance or any feelings that's like, he would rather go and put his hand in a hot fire. I was like, oh, That's why he's so like, bye, gone, or, you know, change the subject, or she's like, he would rather go and put his hand on a hot stove than talk about his feelings. This is this guy. Get advice from someone professional. And, oh, public speaking, unemotional relationships. Stop it. Cold, detached. Now, can the masculine do that? Yes, he can be like that because he's seen that narcissistic behavior being reflected to him. That's how we learn, by other people's behaviors to us as children. And so he's got to change that. That's the mission. And he's having a look going, wow, you know, like you do need to be cold and detached when you're against Lucifer and his army of worshippers. But in love, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work with her. Look at her. No, she's all emotion, you know. And don't you find sometimes when you have that narcissist, this is a sign. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, thank you. I forgot. You do feel uncomfortable in their presence. That when they're taking from you. Wishes coming true, look, dreams fulfilled. A magical time of your life. These are the fairies getting you ready for your wedding. Look at all the magic. So just pretend it's in the air. Because it really is. Didn't mean pretend, I meant imagine. So we're going to change that. Control, Alt, Delete. This is a fairy godmother coming in. Right, so this masculine, oh, the Empress is underneath. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a lot of luxury. What is luxury to you? What does luxury look like? Visualize it right now. In your mind's eye. 9 of summer, wishes coming true. That's here. What's the first card then? This is you. Fierce. Look at that. See, the fairies aren't la-di-da. They're very, very... Look, it says be assertive. That's why we're here. Don't hold back. Don't back down in what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. This is one of the tests that your masculine's going to put you through. Because he's really stoic over here. All right, so have you noticed where you compensate? When you're with somebody who's very stoic and very cold, you become very emotional. So if you become very emotional in someone's presence, right, then you have to pull back. You have to be more stoic, take on more of those qualities to balance it out. And then you realize when you become really like cold and detached, the narcissist disappears. But you don't want to be like that because you need to open your heart, remember, to receive. So you have a choice now. You can actually fill your heart with love and actually use it like it's very powerful. It's 6,000 times more powerful than fear. So if you have that vibration coming out and you use music and a visualization and a beat, right, and you've got the power of the Holy Spirit, you can overcome, right, all the other worship. And you will never be drawn to worship Lucifer because that's what he wants. Bow down to him, he says. It's like, no, every knee does not bow down to him. No! But he'll want it for a short time. And he does get it. We've read. Unity's here. Look, this is God, I reckon. Don't you think? God's like, are you ready for union? Because this woman's fierce. Right? So she doesn't take any crapola. But underneath that, she's very sensitive. She's the most sensitive, most vulnerable, most psychic person you've ever met in your life. You can see, like, this is you, I reckon. This is your skin. You know when you see people's skin and you go, oh my gosh, look how sensitive they are. It's like, get that gold mesh shield up. There's lots of highly sensitive people. But don't underestimate her. Right, so you've learnt the balance here. Congratulations, Divine Feminine. You've learnt the balance of the stoic and the vulnerable. Right, we want to be really tough on the inside and soft and vulnerable on the outside, not the other way around. And this is a tradition. So this masculine has got a message from God about union, about love, about how to do it. Like, it's changed his heart. So, see, nothing can happen without the heart opening. doing the right thing. Wow. Comparing what he thinks is traditional versus approaching it as what he wants. You know, because no matter how hard you wrap your head around it, if you're miserable in a relationship, anywhere, with anyone, do you really think that's for you? That God set that up? No. That's how we know when it feels right. And we've been told our whole lives to block it out, don't talk about it, be unemotional. Right? So this masculine has to flip it around. And the way he's going to do that is because of her. It's her. It's her, look. Check her out. Are you beautiful, creative, energetic, optimistic? If you don't feel you're like that right now, it's coming. This energy's opening right now in the portal. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizon and let your creativity take flight. Right, the union is here. The Two of Autumn. So this is the divine masculine energy. Let's go down like that. Sorry. So bring fun into everything you do. This is his essential ingredient. Like, he just has not had enough fun. And you know when we miss out on that? Sometimes it's when you've healed. Oh. And that's genuine. You know when they do a fake laugh? Somebody fake laughs. It's like as if I can't tell you're fake laughing. I got the giggles one day because this guy could not laugh. Right? And oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Like, I lost it. You know when you get the giggles and you even do a bit of a grunt thing? I lost it completely. And he was like, and I thought, oh my gosh, he can't laugh. It made me so bad. Like, the contrast, you know, because he didn't laugh. If he burst out laughing, I would have stopped. But because he just could not get a chuckle out, I'm telling you. It was like, oh my gosh. And he goes, I enjoyed watching you laugh. I'm like, oh my God. It just made me worse. I could not talk to this guy. Crying. My eyes watering. My tummy hurt. Like, get me away from this guy. I wanted to get out of the car. I was in the car. Do you think I could get a bus home? I remember thinking, is that a bus stop? 10 of Autumn. Take steps. 10 of Pentacles. Blessed. Done the work, prepared, and now receiving. Look at that. So the fairies are going to set it up. They bring you to new locations. They set up new job interviews. They get your, I just heard passport ready. Oh my God, passport. Take steps to ensure that you can go on that holiday. No, it doesn't say that, but I am. To ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honouring family traditions, retirement. I was telling the story, I think it's in Luke, you know, with the widow, and she doesn't have anything, and it's her boys are going to be taken from her. The widow, and she's got nothing, and she's went to Moses and asked him to go to God, I think. And he said, what have you got? And she said, I don't have anything. My sons are going to be taken and put in prison. I can't afford to bail them out. Like, just totally distraught, beside herself, we call it. And so she went to Moses, right, how much courage she had to go and ask him. And he went to God, and God came back and said, what has she got? And she said, I have a little jug of oil. And he said, gather all empty vessels from all your neighbours. And she did that. And from her little bottle, it filled up all the vessels. She sold them. Yes, she had enough money to get her sons out and to look after herself. But she had enough money for retirement. The woman was set up for, I totally missed that when I read that. She was set up for life. She didn't have anything. God multiplied it. He's multiplying it here. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is a multiplication. God. Here, your Heavenly Father. Yeah. He's multiplying it. He's multiplying the 2 of Pentacles into the 10 of Pentacles. Yes? This is the energy around you. The wheel. He's doing it right now. Delays are over. Say it again. Delays are over. We say it one more. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car. Ooh, sorry. Travel. I'll take both. Thank you, Father. Delays are over. So you never think my car, the light in the brake fell out and it caused the brakes lights to stay on. And that was over Christmas. There was no mechanics who want to open or anything. Anyway, I got somebody and they helped me fix it. An electrician got out and did it, and oh my God, a miracle. And then it was working, and now it's flat again. Could that be because I'm getting a new car? Like, you got to think like that. This is you. You got to think maybe you can't afford to pay this or that, but maybe it's like that teddy bear meme with Jesus, you know? So we've got to think bigger here on the channel. We're going to think bigger. Right? The lady had all those vessels of oil filled. When she sold them, she not only got out of her current situation, she was set up for retirement. For life. Like, that's massive. She never had to work again. She went from having nothing and in dire straits and like that. She went like that. This is what God's saying here. He's doing it like that. The wheel's turning. It's like a wow. And now, it's like people will see. This is people will see your belief manifested. And that's what you have to protect as a couple. This is the hopes and fears. Because you really didn't want to leave that past relationship. Like, you really didn't want to move on. It's more comfortable and easy to stay. But somebody's, like, heart's opened. The desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on. And choosing to make major life changes. Yay. And the outcome? This is the final. This is the release. So this is the Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles, and the Death card. It's a brand new beginning. All the old is over, and the new is coming in. And this masculine is ready to do it the new way. He's not stuck in his old paradigms. Right? He's got a new spiritual vision here. Not like this. He understands he can't keep being cold and detached and withdrawn, right? Because it's not going to work with her, or it didn't work. So God came in and moved his heart and let him know it's safe to open it. It's scary. That's why we block it off. So he's going from the 2 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, and underneath here is release, because you both let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. It's time for both of you to let go of the past and move on. So this would be a family, right? This would be a masculine, like leaving a family. I'm not talking about your masculine, I'm talking about a divine masculine. I'm not talking about your karmic. Right, here he is. He's ready. Plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards. And, what is it? What's it say? What's that word say? Why can't I see it? Commendations. What? Anyway, gratitude for the blessing of life. Commendations. The sun comes out. You got the death and then the sun. See how fast this is out? The alignment is here. By the 17th will be the latest. The doom and gloom, right, goes into the sun. The sun comes out. It's all clarified. All your instincts, all your intuition. Oh, I knew he was the one, she'll say. We just had to wait for his heart to open. Otherwise, you're dealing with a mind, and that's the devil's in the mind. If you've got no feeling with it, no emotions, and that's how you felt. But the grace and inner strength needed to overcome these challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to combine both and embrace a very wonderful time and how wonderful you are. The lamb and the lion, the masculine and the feminine within. You know, the top three, the low three. You've got to have that balanced, and then it shows up on the outside, and then you come full circle. This is a brand new start. You can't take anything from the past through, and look, he's ready. He's already at the 7, so he's gone from the 10, he's at the 7 of cups. So his emotions are opening. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision, masculine. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Right, so that's clear. That's what we've been waiting for. The mental and emotional balance within the masculine. And look at the rainbow. So he's looking for his rainbow. If you haven't cleared and activated and balanced your rainbow, then it's time to enroll. Open for you is hands of light and wings of light. They're really important. So you can activate your hands of light, clear your energy field, get grounded and get present. For it's only in the present moment that we can heal. It's only in the present moment we can receive guidance. And it's only in the present moment that we can create. News, worth, celebrating, announcements are on the way. A wedding, a graduation, a proposal, a date. Get ready, right, for love to come into your life, because somebody's let go of the past here and they're on to you. Who? This guy. And then you'll realize there's nothing you can really do until his heart opened, because otherwise you're having a mind game and you don't know. And it's very confusing. But don't let the narcissist out there, the Draco narco, shut you down. That's the goal. If they shut down the heart of the divine feminine, then the masculine will never find her. They're just playing with you. The union will never occur. Wow. Go, Diana. Diane from South Africa, congratulations. I'll get onto your snapshot in the fairy portal. It's a 20-minute snapshot, so I look forward to your email. If you want to put it here or on the comments or email me, I need your name, just your first name, and your location, which is Diane, I know you're telling me, and how to pronounce it. And if you're asking about a particular person, you can have their name and their location. And congratulations on your 20-minute snapshot. Won't that be fantastic? And we'll see if you want to bring it into the members lounge and let them share. So definitely something over. The Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles, and the Death card. Something is over that this masculine was holding on to. And that's made this feminine very sad. And today, today everything's created, like the new location is waiting for you. The happily ever after is already created in your future, just like we set the destination in our GPS in the car. And that's what you need to do. You can join the Light Workers Lounge. I think it's $5 a month to actually participate in readings, and we're doing the meditations there, manifesting with the angels. It'll be worth it. I love you so much. Thank you so much for your kind donations, for your support. Like and subscribe, and let me know the answer to the other question to get the other free snapshot. And I'll be back very soon. Let me know your name and location. And this year is your year to thrive, collective. No striving, just thriving. I love you. Thanks for being here. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, can't wait for the iPad, the GoFundMe. Thank you, Catherine. Romance is in the air. Get ready to party, to dance, and to celebrate. We are in the fairy portal of magic. Thanks for joining me.